Welcome to your IELTS listening practice from Spinta.org. This is a mini-test designed to help you practice a specific section of the exam and improve your confidence. The recording will be played one time only, just like in the official test. Let's begin.
Good day, everyone. Today, we are going to delve into a topic of growing importance in the renewable energy sector, which is the impact of wind farms on bird mortality. This issue has escalated in recent years as we balance the need for sustainable energy with the responsibility to protect biodiversity. Wind energy is one of the most prevalent forms of renewable energy. As countries aim to reduce their carbon footprints, installing wind farms has become a priority. However, we cannot overlook certain environmental trade-offs, particularly regarding wildlife. It has been observed that bird mortality rates are significant in areas where wind farms are installed. First, I want to discuss how bird fatalities occur at wind farms. The primary reason, as many studies reveal, is collisions with turbine blades. Birds, especially migratory species, sometimes do not detect these large rotating blades until it is too late. In my research, I noted that annual bird mortality rates can range significantly. For instance, estimates suggest that between 140,000 to 328,000 birds die each year due to these collisions in the United States alone. This statistic highlights an urgent need for mitigation technologies. Additionally, we must understand that the location of wind farms plays a crucial role in determining the level of impact they have on local avian populations. Sites that are strategically selected can potentially minimize risks to birds. This leads us to the concept of environmental trade-offs. While we embrace wind energy for its lower carbon emissions compared to fossil fuels, we must also recognize the unintended consequences it brings to bird populations. In light of these challenges, several mitigation technologies have been developed to help reduce bird mortality at wind farms. One innovative solution is feathering the turbine blades. Feathering involves adjusting the angle of the turbine blades during low wind conditions, which effectively reduces their movement. This can significantly lower the risk of collisions. Moreover, the implementation of radar systems has emerged as a beneficial approach. These systems track bird movements and can predict their flight patterns, informing operators when to pause turbine operation during peak migration times. For example, in a study conducted by the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, the utilization of radar, in conjunction with predictive modeling, showed a remarkable reduction in bird fatalities, providing evidence of effective monitoring technologies. It is also essential to acknowledge the specific times birds are most active. Predominantly, birds are active during daylight hours, which directly impacts when they may face the highest risk near wind turbines. Understanding these patterns is crucial for developing operational strategies that further reduce impact. Another aspect of this conversation is adaptive management. The term refers to the ongoing adjustment of strategies based on new data and research findings. This principle guides wildlife managers to tackle the problem of bird mortality flexibly. Improvements in operational protocol, based on empirical studies, allow for real-time adjustments that can help in conservation efforts. Moving forward, it is vital to highlight alternative renewable energy sources that may pose fewer risks to birds. For example, solar power has been shown to have a lower incidence of bird fatalities. Research indicates that ground-mounted solar panels present less risk than wind turbines, as they do not involve moving parts at such scales. We also need to consider the influence of national bird conservation programs. These initiatives are becoming increasingly critical as they aim to facilitate wind farm development while simultaneously mitigating the impacts on birds. By employing best practices and creating guidelines based on evidence, these programs foster coexistence between renewable energy projects and wildlife. In conclusion, The intersection between wind energy and bird mortality is a complex and multifaceted topic. While renewable energy is essential in combating climate change and reducing carbon emissions, we must also take the ecological perspective into account. The development and implementation of mitigation technologies, such as feathering turbine blades and tracking systems, can significantly alleviate some of the impacts on birds. To summarize, we must strike a balance between advancing renewable energy and preserving our avian biodiversity. In doing so, through continued research and the effective application of adaptive management, we can work towards a more sustainable future that respects both energy needs and environmental responsibilities. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to our discussion on this essential subject.
You have now completed the practice test. When you are ready for a full exam experience, visit us at Spinta.org. There you will find complete mock tests for all 4 skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Our platform provides instant AI feedback for your speaking and writing tasks, along with an accurate prediction of your band score. Take control of your preparation at Spinta.org.